view. From what I saw earlier this morning, he's got the American flag and Iowa flag showing today. And here is going to be our first run by. Can't really make it out, but a good look of the articulation as he comes around this curve. I can't zoom in well enough to be able to really show it off for you. But we're also going to get a nice whistle blast as he comes around the curve here as well, because there's a crossing just out of image to the left. So today, there's no freight on the train at all. It's literally just the UP office cars and business train. All right, and now the darker colored smoke up there indicating that they're not burning quite as efficiently as they might otherwise. And they're definitely knocking it down. So right now they are on the South Main, and we're going to start to roll by here and get closer to the head end. 216 people watching. Definitely appreciate all of
dispatcher.
Oh. Let's hear what he's got to say. Dispatcher was about to call somebody. Not sure exactly who. Yeah, we're down to 36 and we're still passing him. Yeah, this is the UP business car train that they're pulling right now. I believe part of this was picked up in Council Bluffs, and part of it they came with from North Platte. But like looking right over here, I can see their power car. I can see the tool car. They've got I'm right next to the Experience Union Pacific car, which is their rolling museum type of car that they've got.
UP dispatcher 19 to the UP 4014 over. 4014, come in over. Hey, I'm looking at that Form C about the no other trains on bridges. So I just wanted to talk with you about that. I got you lined up through that first one there at 306.83, over.
Okay, we're monitoring that. We appreciate you doing that. No other trains on bridge. We copy that, over.
Copy. And then I guess let me know when you are over that bridge, please, over.
Give us that mile pole one more time.
Well, it gives me between two mileposts, 307.0 and 306.83, over.
It's now doing closer to 45. I'm doing about 30. And we are going to get back into position. There we go. Look at that. Sometimes doing the right thing pays off. You know that? All right, and now we've got some big boy back in the frame. This is exactly what we were looking for. I know, it was kind of a painful process to get him back in frame, but we got it now. And now we get to do some real chasing and pacing. I'm pretty sure... Well, maybe this bridge doesn't have a speed restriction on it. But this is definitely one of the weight restriction bridges where they don't want it to. Right now I'm doing 32 and I'm pretty well pacing the locomotive. So I'm trying to stay at a decent pace here to where the locomotive can be easily seen. Oh yeah. So you can't really see it, but there is a overhead bridge ahead of us. There we go. There's an overhead bridge ahead of us that we're coming up to. This is a spot where a lot of people are going to be taking photos, and we are slowing back down. Oh, we might be going down even to 20 to go over this bridge. Yes, we are closer to Denison than when we started. That is correct. And we are definitely doing 24 mph. So maybe there's a...
Dispatcher 19, over. 4014, over. Go ahead, over.
Yeah, dispatcher clear of structure 306.89, over.
Alright, clear of the structure, copy that, thank you. The next bridge looks like it is between 291.58 and 291.45. I do have you lined, I got a signals request for you there. Over.
All right, dispatcher, we understand. We got a structure of 291.51. No other trains on that bridge.
Yeah, I'm showing 291.58 to 291.45. Over.
Yeah, we've got that. It's a little bit different on our paper. We get it from the engineering group, but we copy that same structure.
All right, copy that. All right. That eastbound Z train is coming into Mo Valley. We're actually at Mo Valley right now, crew swapping. So let's do it this way here. I'm going to go ahead and request another signal here for you at N0. So basically, I'm going to have signals requested up to Denison. So the next bridge is 290.0 to 289.83, over.
Okay, we copy that. We're going to have a lot of people there waiting at Denison for us. In your estimation, are we going to be able to make our stop at Denison and then depart before we run that Z train over?
I do not believe so, because stop at Denison, over.
Okay, we'll go ahead and slow roll it, and let's get that Z train by. Have that Z train go through Denison at 30 mph. Lots of bell and whistles. There's going to be a lot of people there waiting for us. Over.
Alright, 30 mph, lots of bells and whistles for the Z train as they go around you. Alright. And then let me know when you are over those two bridges. Also, please, over.
Understood. 291.51 is what I have, and then 289.89. Is that correct?
Yep, if that's what you show, those both work good for me. Those two mileposts are in the two limits that are on that Form C, so that works, over.
Okay, roger that, dispatcher. We copy all that. Thank you.
You guys appreciate it, over.
Thank you. 4014 now.
All right, so you just heard the dispatcher giving us all kinds of information. Specifically, the bridges, at least with the UP engineering department, and this is common through other railroads as well, bridges are often identified by their mile marker. And so when they talk about the bridge at whatever milepost, 360.89, I think one of them they talked about, but when they talk about that, that's literally saying the bridge is at that milepost or between those mileposts, and that's how the bridges are identified. So when you hear them talk about that, that's why the bridge, that's why the bridge is identified in that way. So the other thing is, Missouri Valley is however many miles behind us. I'm not even exactly sure at this point, but that Z train is just changing crews in Missouri Valley. Oh, he's accelerating. I can actually hear him. He's starting to accelerate back up to 40 here. So when they talk about that, they're talking about these bridges. They're giving them clearance over the bridges. They're telling the other trains will not be on the bridge at the same time that they are, on and on and on. He's actually, now that I just think about this, he's actually accelerating to 40, and I have to knock it down to 25 to go through the next town, which I believe is Logan. But yes, thank you everyone for tuning in and watching. So while the big boy is stopping in Denison, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go get some lunch, but I'm gonna keep the live stream going. I don't know, do you guys want to live stream and watch me go through the Taco John's drive-through? I guess that's something we can do together. One of the things that I find interesting, they've got these America 250 decals now on all of the entire consist. Yes, 1941, built by Alco. Oh, look at all that black smoke up there now. So I've been hanging back here because I expect them eventually to start slowing down like they were originally talking about. Dragging their feet is the railroading term. I expected to see, now they're starting to do it. Now they're starting to drag their feet. So as they drag their feet on their way to Denison to let this, they're going to let this Z train get around them, then what's going to happen is they're going to knock it down to like 25 mile an hour here. I'm trying to leave lots of space in front of me for people to pass because I know that there's going to be some impatient types that are going to really want to get around. But once we get up closer to the head end again, we are going to pace them at whatever speed that they decide to go. And we're just going to let people follow us or pass us or follow us as they choose to. But yes, 436 viewers. Definitely appreciate everybody tuning in. Oh, the other thing that I remember the dispatcher talking about that I didn't mention. So he talked about going through Denison at 30 with lots of bells and whistles. And that was because of the anticipated crowd that's going to be in the town of Denison. So that was talking of, and so they were talking about the stack train, the Z train, going through Denison at 30 and making all that noise so that people don't get hit, honestly, or so that they know to get out of the way, because they may not know that there's something coming before the big boy. Man, this makes such a fantastic noise.
Detector, milepost 298.2, track 2. Defect detected, hot box, north rail axle 2. Hot box, south rail axle 2. Hot box, south rail axle 1, 0.
So for those of you that missed us,
detector, milepost 298.2, track 2, first hot box, north rail axle 2, from head of stream, second hot box, south rail axle 2, third hot box, south rail axle 1, 0. Move to detector, milepost 298.2, track 2, first hot box, north rail axle 2, from head of stream, second hot box, south rail axle 2, third hot box, south rail axle 1, 0, total axle 9, 7, stream speed 3, 7, mph, temperature 7, 4 degrees, detector out.
well, thank you to the defect detector for all that wonderful information. It is a very, very comfortable 74 degrees here in western Iowa today. And I believe we are between Dunlap and Vale right now. We are heading toward Denison for the next scheduled stop. And for those of you that missed the last defect detector that we went over, Dow City might be what's coming up next. Yes. The steam cylinders are what sets off the defect detector, because it's looking for hot axles, but it can definitely be set off by other things as well. And in this case, they don't have to stop for hot axles when it's in the first, I guess it would be the first 16 axles, because they got hit for axle 1, axle 2, and axle 10, but those will all be in the locomotive. And so that would all be affected by the downdraft from the steam cylinders pushing out hot air as it's being exhausted. And 39 people watching live. All right, so we're going to go through Dow City. Tracks will swing away from the highway for a little bit, or I guess the highway will swing away from the tracks for a little bit here. But we'll pick it back up on the other side. and I am definitely enjoying to provide all of the entertainment today. So just ride along with me. We just went through Dow City. One thing that, you know, we're still paralleling the CN through here, and I do not think that we're gonna, I think the CN mostly runs in the afternoons. I don't think that we're gonna see, and they might not run on Sundays at all for that matter. I don't really know. But the CN does have crews that work out of Council Bluffs and out of Fort Dodge. All right, Arion, we have another clear signal up ahead of us. Arion is an interesting spot. There was at one time an interlocking tower at Arion, which is where the Milwaukee line that split off at Manila crossed the CNW and the IC on its way up to Sioux City. And so there was at one time an Arion interlocking tower. Been gone for quite a while. But pretty shortly we are going to be crossing over the former right-of-way, the former Milwaukee right-of-way that comes up through Arion. Not to be confused with Marion, Iowa. So this is Arion, Iowa, A-R-I-O-N. Marion, Iowa, M-A-R-I-O-N, is where I live and is several hours east of here. I don't know that I would have driven my car down into those tall weeds, but, you know, whatever you got to do to get the shot, I guess. Very, very proud of those folks for their dedication. The Z hasn't hit Woodbine yet. Thank you.
19 to the EP4014 forward.
4014, come in, dispatcher.
As Z train is about 30 miles behind you approximately, just to give you the heads up, over.
All right, if you wouldn't mind, give us a countdown on that, and we'll just kind of see how it all plays out when we come into Denison.
All right, copy that. Yep. Just give me a shout when you're past this first bridge, and then shout when you get past the second. Actually, just show when you get past both bridges. They're both close enough together. They're over.
You got it. We're about a mile from the first one, and we'll call you when we're over both of them.
Copy that. All right, here we go. Over.
Thank you, dispatcher. 4014 out.
Well, the camera work isn't really anything special. It's just a dash mount on my
I guess
car.
I don't need to rattle that one off, but it's 291.51.
Yep, coming up on her now. 291.51, 25 mph. Thank you.
No other train. 1 and 2.
Copy.
Yes, that is an accurate representation of the CN operations. They meet at the siding at Denison, and then they go there. They both go back to their home terminals. Yes. So we're down to 25 now for this next bridge. And I'm thinking that I am going to, and then jump back in the next gap. You can see, you're going to see them rolling by here pretty quickly. Yep, just coming into frame. Yeah, somebody wasn't too happy about it, but, you know, whatever. We make it work. But we're getting a nice roll by of the train here. Slow speed roll by. Then we'll find a spot to jump back in. Probably a couple more cars back. We're gonna get him pulling right up to, we're about 2 miles outside, maybe a mile and a half outside of Denison right now. 606 people watching. I can't tell you guys how much I really appreciate all of the support throughout the day.
UP detector milestone 7.9, track 2. Defect detected, hot box, north rail axle 2.
And we are off once again. You can see the extensive photo line that developed while they were making their service stop. Yes, the mobile fan club. 693 watching. Let's see if I wonder if we can get this up to 1,000 today. The number has been steadily climbing ever since we left. Missouri Valley. We're gonna cross 700 here any moment now. I'd love to see if we can get 1,000 people on this live stream. Obviously, keep sharing the live stream, letting people know what we're doing out here. So, of Denison, Iowa, we are chasing the UP 4014 on the Union Pacific Boone sub. He is continuing east toward his next station stop, which is going to be in Carroll, Iowa. Yeah, I don't know what you think you're trying to prove there, Mr. Dodge Ram, except that you're going to probably end up ramming into somebody. So we got a nice roll by of the whole train here. We're actually doing less than 20 mile an hour right now.
Fast approach.
Oh yeah, look at that big billowing smoke cloud. Working hard to get upgrade. I'm gonna put the window down a little bit so we can hear him as he works his way by.
Defect detected, hot box, north rail axle 2. Hot box, south rail axle 2. Hot box, south rail axle 1. 2. First hot box, south rail axle 1. 0 from head of train. UP detector milestone 2. 5. First hot box, south rail axle 1. 0 from head of train. Temperature 81 degrees. Detector out.
Continuing his undefeated streak against defect detectors. And now Yep, and we are back into pacing mode now. That haze that you're seeing, the haze that you're seeing that we're driving through is in fact the locomotive exhaust being blown back in our general direction.
Easy dispatcher 19 EP4014 over.
4014, come in, over.
Hey, sorry, I heard you guys while I was trying to reach out to another train. Did you need me for anything, or did you think that I was hollering out to you, over?
Nope, we thought you were calling us, over.
Okay, copy that. Alright, dispatcher out.
Little car 44.
221.4210, we're right here.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it was kind of delayed on the radio. And also your 220.03. Yeah.
Roger that, Bruce. 220.0310, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so as the train knocks down to 10 mph, we're gonna get a really nice roll by here. You can actually hear him just squealing the brakes. He's got a lot of air set on those coaches and pulling against the set. At least a partial set for sure anyway. Well, this is basically exactly what we needed. We got our roll by. Oh, and here we go. We're getting the roll by on the high bridge right now. All right, this is going to be the end of our live stream today. Once this guy clears, thank you everyone for tuning in. Appreciate all the support throughout the day. And I am going to make my way home. Whoa. It is. Not yet. All right, now let's get the back.
Dual car, Bruce. We are now on track 1. Over.
Good work. can throw the tripod all the way in the back. Yep. All right, so this is you. Was that so loud? Yeah.
It made my ears.
We can hear him picking up speed now. He's cleared his speed restriction.
Yeah. Let me kick it off. Alright, everybody clear? Go ahead. Two more.
Dad, that's fun.
Roger.
You want the last one?
All right, Christian's up here in the front seat with me now that we're stopped. We're gonna watch him roll by nice and easy here as he's making his way into his Belle Plaine station stop. Still on Main 1. He's been on Main 1 all morning. I guess it's the afternoon now.
Yeah.
UP detector milepost 117.1 trap 1 first hot box north rail axle 2 from head of train. UP detector milepost 117.1 trap 1 first hot box north rail axle 2 from head of train. Total axles 9-4. Temperature -50 degrees. Detector out.
I don't think that
Alright, copy. Just you're going to show me to the north side. Yep, that's tracked in at 86 of the PR line. Alright, thank you.
All right.
Yep.
Joining the conga line.
Oh, yeah.
That red Toyota, that's definitely the Voltes. I recognize. Paralleling.
Oh, yeah? Oh. Which is actually like a football field or more.
Yeah.
There it is.
This is remarkable.
Yeah, that would be great. But it's not the case. You can put your camera and tripod in the back seat if you want to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Setting up his brakes. You smell that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Probably just wants something to work against.
I don't know. Yeah?
More than likely. Uh-oh.
Look at that.
Well, I'm not. He's right there.
Apparently picked up some speed.
33.
Excellent. Chasing across the countryside on the Illinois side of the river now.
That's right.
And the next town that we're coming up to is Union Grove. Then after that, I believe it's going.
Come on.
I'll tell you, from a chasing perspective, this is the best traffic that I've had.
All day.
Well, in 3 days, honestly.
Yeah?
Like, it's not overly packed. There's good spacing between the vehicles. I guess there is kind of a line behind us.
Yeah.
I guess we just got out in the right spot.